Boy, am I tickled to death. I did a video a couple of weeks ago about my first deer of the season. I've dropped my second deer, and boy, this thing is a looker. Of course, I took it with my Marlin Dark 336. That Marlin Dark 336 has been a project here on the channel, and I am enjoying it immensely. I've covered it with Ranger Point Precision parts, put a Ride-On X3 Tactics 1 through 8 by 24 in a set of Contessa rings, and of course put that on the XS Sights Marlin lever rail. And I am loving how this thing has turned out. More so, I love the confidence that I have behind it, knowing that I can drop an ethical shot on an animal that deserves nothing but that from me. But now, a buddy David and Greg had given me permission to hunt this piece of property. And this piece of property has proven to be awesome. The cell phone doesn't work. Nobody can get a hold of you. You just get out there and enjoy some solitude. And of course, the company hasn't been bad either. David and I have sat out in the blind and had several good conversations while we sat and wait on that magical deer to pop out. There have been a few that have walked out that we've taken, and there have been a few that we've let walk. And of course, when that deer stepped out, it didn't give us a chance to turn on the camera. All it gave was a quick glimpse at the rack, and I thought it was a 6-pointer that David had showed me on the trail camera just the day or two before. Well, he dropped his head down to graze, and of course, where he was at, the hill drops down and there's just a little fold. So right here he was in that little fold, and when he dropped his head down, you couldn't see his rack to make out any details, but I knew he was a good deer. David had half the idea to grunt him to get him to look up. It was too late. I had already just went ahead and dropped one on it. He jumped up and straight down. That 30-30 had the absolute power to do a DRT on that deer. And what was cool, like I mentioned earlier, is the confidence. When that deer dropped to the ground, now he wrestled a little bit before he expired, but when that deer dropped to the ground, I sat there and told David, the shot went in the shoulder and came out through the ribs. I knew exactly where I'd put the shot. So we were going to let that deer lay there and expire. And I said, well, we need to just let him lay. It's a frosty, cold morning. Let's give David a shot. Let's not go down there and make a lot of commotion and hope that another one steps out. Well, we dropped it at 8:32. And I don't know, I guess about 9:15, he said, hey, let's go ahead and go down there. I said, no, 10 more minutes. He said, let's go ahead and go down there. And I was like, no, 5 more minutes. But boy, you want to talk about something that, it just felt like a Christmas present just laying down there. I knew it was something good, but I didn't know exactly what it was. Man, we went down there, and here is what we found. Hello, friends. I just dropped a big old buck with the Ultimate Marlin Dark. David is ranging it.
140 yards.
We were up there to the blind, 140 yards with the Marlin 336. Now, you're going to want to see this. Boom. Look at that nice mature buck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. Dadgum right. That 30-30 just dropped him. He was DRT. Put it right there in the top of the shoulder. Straight pass through with a Federal Fusion 150. I'm tickled. But yeah, special thanks to this guy. David has sat in the blind and listened to my sappy stories for freaking days. And we finally put it down.
And I enjoyed every minute of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been great.
Yeah. So thank you very much, David.
Anytime, brother.
We
Anytime.
appreciate it. And back at the house, there's a little dog named Diamond, and she always comes and checks out our kill. You know, I've dropped 2, David's dropped 2, and all 4 of them she has had to come and check out for us. But she knew this one was special. What do you think about it, Diamond?
Check it out.
What do you think about it? Huh? What do you think about it, girl?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
What do you think about it? All right, brought him down to the processor. And 122 pounds. Nice, healthy East Tennessee whitetail. 9 points. Y'all have a wonderful day. We'll see you next video.